How's everybody doing today? Welcome to our RPD video. Now, this is a gun review, not a guide, so we're just reviewing the gun. I'm telling you what I think about it and the strengths and the weaknesses of it. And getting right into it, we are doing this because we had a comment saying to do LMGs next, and I really like the RPD out of all of them because of the fire rate and just because it's almost like an AK-47 that's belt fed, so I'll take it. But thanks so much for the comment, Nabil M. This one's for you. Now, jumping right into it, the RPD has damage that will kill people from 4 to 5 shots, which for this LMG is not bad at all. You can get the 4-shot to 5-shot kills all the way up to 51 yards. Guys, if you're playing 6v6, there is no way in hell you will hit that 51-yard mark. I don't think the map has a clear sight from 50 yards out. So keep that in mind. This is on 6v6 maps. This thing is a beast, and most of the time you'll be getting 4-shot kills. So this has the slowest bullet velocity out of all LMGs at 475 meters per second, which, guys, it's noticeable, but again, because these maps are so small or on the smaller side on 6v6, it's not that big of a deal. Now, if you're playing Warzone, it's probably a different story, but guys, if the velocity is what's killing you on this gun, try not using it so far, and I guarantee you this will hit like a freaking truck. So getting into the headshots, we got a standard headshot multiplier of 1.4 times, and it reduces the shots to kill by 1. So one headshot, you'll need 2 more body shots, and you're good to go. So, and plus with this gun, when you kit it out to get the no recoil build, you're actually doing the most with it, to be honest. I highly recommend no recoil build. It is just insane. You just need the Spetsnaz foregrip and the, and honestly, any barrel you want besides the last one, and you're good. And getting into the stats on this actually kills faster than ARs, all the assault rifles. And the weirdest thing about this LMG that they're actually going to fix in the next patch for Call of Duty is the hip spread. So when you hip fire this thing, as you can see on my screen, that hip spread is tighter than anything you can think of. And I'm trying to just think of some things without getting demonetized here, so I'll let your brain do the thinking there for me. This gun is so accurate hip fire, and it doesn't make sense because you have like assault rifles and some SMGs that can't even hit that hip fire spread. So I really do wonder what they were thinking when they were making it like that, but I mean, hey, I guess they didn't really touch up on LMGs like that. They just kind of fixed the damage, the ranges, and all that. And they said, you know what, fuck it, who kits an LMG out for hip fire? Little did they know, that's all we do on this channel, boys. What's aiming? I actually think I have a couple clips of me just hip firing this thing, and this thing is insanely good at hip fire. But it actually amazed me that it's a smaller hip fire spread than some SMGs and most, if not all, assault rifles. Getting into the aim down sight time, it's 633 milliseconds, which is, I mean, it's about average. It's on the slower side. You could run no stock for a faster sprint to fire time, which I recommend, you know, because this thing is abysmal when you're sprinting and then you go to fire. It's just slow. Also, this thing has a 7-second reload time, guys. You will die no matter what if you reload this thing. That's why I recommend just the fast mag. Don't go anything else because the 75 bullets you get, guys, I am a complete and total scrub at this game. 75 bullets is more than enough for me to be like just fine with this. It doesn't need the extra 25 bullets because it's a minus to your sprint to fire, and you don't want that. It's a small minus, but you don't need, I don't see the point of having 25 more bullets. I think the 75 is actually perfect because it's just training you to be a little more accurate. Even if you're spraying and praying, it's better to be a little more accurate and, you know the value of the bullet. So I recommend that. Just the fast mag, nothing too crazy. With this gun, that's a perfect segue, because with this, you want to pre-aim around corners. And I know I say this a lot about the other guns. Just make sure you're pre-aiming with this one, because this one Oh man, boys, if you're not doing a hip fire around a corner, be ready with the sights. Because this thing, like I said, will get you killed if you think you can aim down sights faster than someone else. So it's a very good gun if you're trying to lock lanes down, which I do a couple times, like lock hallways or an entire lane. So in Nuketown, it has the 3 lanes. You can unlock mid, left, or right down. Honestly, it's a freaking beast with that. Do with that what you will. I recommend a pure hipfire build. The hipfire build kind of segues into a recoil-free build. Even with the hipfire build, you're still using, I mean, the no recoil build only requires you to have the Spetsnaz foregrip. Don't get the last barrel. Just put the Spetsnaz foregrip on it, and you are gucky, dude. That's all you need. And this thing will be a freaking laser beam. I'm going to tell you a little trick that I learned. If you put the Cavalry Barrel on this gun, which gives you 200% boost to vehicle damage and killstreak damage, this can decimate helicopters, hydras, not the gunship, because I fully doubt you want to be outside trying to hit it with an RPD. I think with the Cavalry Barrel, because it doesn't increase ADS time, it doesn't increase your recoil or reduce it, it is a huge benefit, and it makes sense to just keep that on the gun, just because there's no drawbacks of it. You just get more vehicle damage. Now, if you're having problems with helicopters and you don't want to deal with the flares on it, you could let someone else deal with the flares, and while they're going in with the rocket launcher, you're going in with the RPD, so the helicopter is going to shoot them and you get the kill for it. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Am I right? So make sure you're also playing to the map. So like I said, this thing locks down lanes really well, and Apocalypse is the new map. If you window sit with this gun, you can actually get some pretty high kill streaks because it chews through walls like nothing. And because you have the 75 rounds and you're accurate, you will put rounds down range like no one else, because everyone else is going to be trying to snipe. They're going to try and use assault rifles, but the moment you see them peek with this bad boy, all you got to do is just hold that trigger down, go through the walls, chew through it, and just decimate them. This is pure domination at its finest, guys. This gun, whew, this gun is amazing. Honestly, I really like what they did with the RPD. A lot of guns need some love, and the RPD is actually getting a bit of a nerf. Well, LMGs in general are getting a nerf in the next patch. So keep in mind that the changes we go over today are going to be different than the changes that happen with the patch. So the patch is going to include a hipfire reduction. So they're going to make it a wider hipfire spread. And I don't know what else they're doing with it. They haven't clarified yet as of right now. So we will see what they do, but as of right now, the changes that they're talking about doing do not break this gun at all. Again, they're just going to loosen up the hipfire spread, make it a little wider. With that, I can't see that breaking this gun because, yes, it is amazing at hipfire, but that's not its only strength. This thing is a laser beam, yes. I don't know if the recoil, if they add recoil to make the hipfire worse, or if they're just going to loosen up the recoil spread and make it random when you're hip firing. I don't know how they're going to do it, but if they do increase the recoil, then the Spetsnaz grip will become an even more vital part of this build, and possibly a barrel maybe. I'm not entirely sure about that yet. When the changes come, I will make an update video for this. So all in all, guys, I highly, highly, highly recommend the RPD. I see people using the Stoner like a laser beam. So that might be another one I'm going to have to cover because, Jesus, I got drilled from halfway across the map and that dude's gun didn't even move. So it's just the small things with the gun. Like I said, we will see what they do with it in the updates up to come, and hopefully they don't break it. Call of Duty is pretty notorious for breaking guns that are good because they want other things to be good. But other than that, guys, thanks so much for coming by. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about the RPD. What's your favorite LMG? And did I do a good build or a good review of this gun, in your opinion? Let me know down below. what you want to see. I'm probably going to try and do the crossbow next because that just released and that had a really weird release. I'll talk about that in that video. But other than that, guys, hope you guys enjoyed. Peace out, and always remember, keep the grind on.